friends. I am Professor Yusuf Zai Mushahid Khan. My roll number is 16 and I am here to present a seminar on violence against women. So let us begin. What do you mean by violence against women? If we see our day to day life in our society, we observe various kinds of violences happening against women. So, violence against women in India is really very deeply rooted and a pervasive issue, encompassing various forms such as domestic violence that happen at homes, sexual assault, it may happen at various places, different harassments, different dowry related violences, and female infanticide. So these are the various violence against women that we see in our country. Let us discuss about this topic. Let us go through the historical context of the topic. The Phule Ambedkar perspective, what we see in Phule Ambedkar perspective that the Jyotirao Phule and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, they especially emphasized the need for social reform and the eradication of caste-based discrimination and inequality. What happens with the caste based system? It plays a significant role in perpetuating violence against women, particularly from the marginalized communities. We see these cases very, uh, very often in our country. Now, the question of violence against women, how this question started, or how the concept, or how this particular topic is theorized. At initial stages, if we observe the starting or initial cases, it was first questioned in colonial time, and afterwards it led to the abolishment of different prathas like sati, widow remarriages, and uh, different kind of the issues that were faced before the independence era. Now, what happened after the independence? What was the scenario after the independence? So, after the 1947 independence, we assumed that there is an equality, but it was not at the root level, but it was not so. And when we see the theorization of violence against women, so it formally started around in 1970, and afterwards the discipline of women studies started in 1980. So this was a brief historical context, how the society, how the caste system has added to the violence against women. Let us discuss about the cultural norms, the patriarchy that leads to the violence against women. So social hierarchy, it is closely intertwined with patriarchal norms, perpetuating unequal power dynamics within families and within communities. So, if you see a picture of this social classes, that is the social hierarchy, if you see the people who are underclass, peasants, working class, then the middle class, and that the top there is the upper class. So, this system is quite uh, present, still present in our society, but not at very high level, but it is present there. So uh, and before the independence era, before the independence 1947, so it was very uh, you can say um, at very high level it was been used. The different caste patriarchy, different social hierarchies were observed very seriously, and the patriarchal culture was intertwined. It is completely mixed with the women violence against women. Women, especially from marginalized caste, may experience violence as a means of asserting control and maintaining their traditional hierarchies. She also faces different uh, economic crisis. They also face different uh, issues which are created because of the differences that is created due to the cultural norms. So the cultural norm not only creates the difference between women and men, but it also creates difference between men and men and women and women. So you can see the on the right side figure how patriarchal culture is intervened. Now, what when we see when we discuss violence against women, so there is a discrimination and second concept violence. So discrimination. If we see what is discrimination, so discrimination, women from Dalit and Adivasi communities often face compounded discrimination due to both again gender because they are women, and second again they are Dalits, Adivasis, so they face discrimination based on their caste. So these two factors, it happens, uh, it affects the community of Dalit and Adivasi. So violence against Dalit women, including it includes sexual violence, is a pervasive issue, and they often face systematic neglect and denial of justice. While discussing about this, we can take an example of Mathura rape case. How did discrimination and violence happen in that case? Violence against Dalit women, especially Dalit women. So there is a systematic. If we observe some of the cases, they face systematic. Often they face systematic discrimination and violence, which includes again sexual assault, domestic violence, and denial of their basic rights. The intersection of caste and gender, it magnifies the challenges in accessing the justice, the healthcare, the education, and ultimately economic opportunities. We can take an example of the again Mathura case and Bhairavi Devi case. But afterwards, after Bhairavi Devi case, uh, there was formation of Vishaka guidelines, and now it has been observed. Uh, it has to be observed. It has to be carried out in different institutions. Legal framework, how there are various legal provisions, various amendments, various laws to stop the violence against women, but it again remains a challenge for addressing this issue. The Pule Ambedkar perspective, it emphasizes the need for inclusive legal frameworks that consider the intersectionality of caste and gender. So if we see legal framework after 1990, so violence against women at workplace, so its perspective changed. It has to be reformed. So it was reformed, and different legal frameworks were drawn, and it was converted into the rule. Now, various empowerment initiatives are also taking place to stop the uh, violence against women, like safe spaces, freedom from poverty, financial security, and giving autonomy, self-worth, different, safer, healthier community, creating different community services. So these are different initiatives that take place. What are the challenges and progress that we see in the uh, violence against women? We see different challenges like deep-rooted patriarchal norms. This is one of the challenges. Some of the inadequate law enforcement, again, is a challenge for this issue. Societal attitude that perpetuate violence against women. What are the progresses that are being made? So it includes different advocacy, awareness campaigns, and different individuals, they put their effort, different organizations which are committed to social justice and reconstruction of patriarchy. Again, I'll say one of the challenges is that the patriarchy, it is reconstructing itself. There is reconstruction in modern days also, like we see honor killing, where people kill for the honor, and honor for them could be their caste, their area, their city. It could be their gender, it could be their family. They kill for this honor. This is again a type of violence against women, or you can say for the marginalized categories. While discussing this particular issue, we can see the Khairelanji massacre that happened in 2006 and the Manisha Hathras case. We can discuss these, we can take the examples of these two cases where people were found to be humiliating the bodies of uh, the dead bodies of the people. Uh, in conclusion, I'll say that it is important to stay informed about the latest developments in this topic, and as we put efforts to address the violence against women, it will continue to evolve. Additionally, acknowledging the diversity of experiences and perspectives within India is crucial for comprehensive understanding of the issue. Thank you.